The mid game is all about upgrading inventory and building on your materials, while monitoring the maps for medallion players and the movement of the safe zone. There are two ways to play this, and it comes down to risk and reward. Option 1 delivers the greatest reward, and it's by seeking out strategic fights with weakened players. With each elimination, you get their materials, their weapons, and their heals. Look for other players that are fighting and try to time your entry with the end of their fight. If you time it right, their health will be low and you should be able to push in and spray them for an easy elimination. Just be careful, if you see them fighting and they demonstrate a good amount of building, it's likely they will know how to counter your strike and you could end up heading back to the lobby yourself. Option 2 is low risk, but reward is more luck. In this strategy, you would continue to play stealth and move between different locations. Gathering materials will take longer, and upgrading your weapons comes down to luck when opening chests and finding floor loot from eliminated players. Ultimately, your decision on which option to choose depends on your playstyle and whether it's more important to you to get to the end game or build on your fighting experience. During this time, you should be looking at the map periodically to see what areas of the map remain in the safe zone and planning a rough loot path based on where the circle seems to be heading. A final point about mid-game is the dead side of the map. As the circles shrink, you'll notice there is one side that appears to have less landmass than the other sides. This is dead side, and where you should find less action and players. The sides with the greater landmass around the circle will have more players and action, as these players are forced to push forward to get into the safe zone and often run into each other. If you want fights, go to the side with the greatest landmass. If you want peace, go to dead side. Endgame is where most beginner players fall over, and there's three main reasons. Number 1, the final players are typically good players with the best loadouts. Up to this point, if a beginner has made it this far, they have either avoided fights or they've been lucky. These remaining fights will not be easy. Number 2, the safe zone is smaller and not only changes at faster intervals, but it shifts wildly from one location to another. On top of that, the damage rate of the storm is anywhere from 5 health to 10 health per second. And number 3 is nerves. Good players won't wait in reserve. They will push, and when you add the fast and damaging storm to the environment, it all adds up, causing beginners just to make mistakes. The best way to improve your endgame is, you guessed it, play more endgames. You need more time and experience in those high pressure environments to learn how to better manage these 3 variables, with nerves being the key one. However, there is one aspect that can tip the odds in your favor, and that's positioning. If you can rotate to the safe zone before the other players, you may have the advantage of taking shots at them as the storm pushes them towards you. I found that in the beginning, I was nervous about rotating and I often died in the storm because I left it too late. In my view, dying in the storm is way more annoying than at the hands of another player, so I learned to move early or take the fight. Don't wait until the last second to move to zone. Try to locate the other players and look for a safe path. Lastly, this is the only time when you might drop shield or your long range weapon for health heals in an attempt to out heal the remaining players in the storm.